So, Toyota announced today a 3.4 billion or 380 billion yen investment in automotive batteries in the United States through 2030 as part of a global 13.5 billion investment in their battery supply system. Does this mean Toyota has turned the corner and admits that it needs to focus on electric cars? Or is this another misstep by Toyota? Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Electric Viking. Fantastic to see you here. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, liking the videos, just being part of this movement. And thank you to those of you who have signed up on our Patreon channel to support the channel, or have joined our membership options for our YouTube channel. To join the membership for the channel, you get access to videos 24 hours in advance. In addition to that, you also get additional exclusive videos that are not shown publicly on the channel. So, Toyota announced $3.4 billion investment in automotive batteries in the US through 2030. Well, I have to say, first of all, that number is quite small in comparison to Ford, who are investing billions of dollars more than that, about $7.5 billion until 2025, and then many billions after that. General Motors obviously are investing $34 billion, some crazy figure like that, 10 times more than Toyota. So the number doesn't seem that big, but Toyota is investing in EVs and batteries elsewhere, not just in the United States. However, the big red flag for me here is that Toyota has said they will initially focus on hybrids. Clearly nobody at Toyota is actually looking at what's happening on the sales charts, actually looking at what customers want to buy. Why? Well, Toyota have actually admitted publicly the key reason why they are not giving customers what they want. Number one, it costs too much money for Toyota to build an electric car. Toyota have said publicly on a number of occasions that their electric car, which comes out of the fourth quarter of 2022, will be expensive. In their own words, they said it will be very expensive and therefore not many people will want it. Well, why is it going to be expensive? Well, Toyota hasn't invested in electric cars. They're behind the eight ball. In addition to that, Toyota has said they're not building fully electric cars en masse because they cannot. That's what they said. You want to disagree with me? Fine. But I'm telling you what Toyota has said. They have said they're going to focus on hybrids and plug-in hybrids because they don't have enough batteries to build full electric vehicles. They've also said that the Japanese auto market's going to be destroyed and they're going to lose 3.5 million jobs and the world's going to come to an end because of electric cars and all kinds of different nonsense. But anyway, let's just focus on what they're doing now. In the US, Toyota intends to spend the money on developing and localizing automotive battery production, including those for battery electric vehicles. However, they're initially focused on hybrids. Toyota Motor North America, together with Toyota Tsusho, intends to build in the United States an automotive battery plant that will start production in, get this, 2025. Only 4 years away. It's okay. No one else is going to do anything for the next 4 years. Don't worry, Toyota. Everyone's just going to wait for you guys to get started. Or not. As I understand, it will produce battery modules and packs rather than cells. Makes sense. Makes sense to have the cells be made by CATL or BYD or someone else, SK Innovation, somebody else. And then for Toyota to assemble them into batteries and packs and modules in the United States. Moreover, the first focus is on lithium-ion batteries for hybrids, not for pure electric cars. This investment is estimated at $1.3 billion by 2031, which leaves $2.1 billion from the total $3.4 billion for other purposes. So only $1.2 billion. Not a lot of money. Now, to drive battery production localization, Toyota Motor North America also announced today that it will establish a new company and build an automotive battery plant together with Toyota Tsusho in the US, aiming to start production in 2025. The project includes an investment of approximately $1.3 billion until 2031, which includes funds that will be used to develop land and build facilities, resulting in the creation of 1,750 new American jobs. Part of the new company's activities will include helping Toyota to further develop and expand its local supply chain and production knowledge related to lithium-ion automotive batteries. The venture will first focus on producing batteries for hybrid electric vehicles. So Toyota thinks that in 2025, it's going to start production in 2025, and it thinks that between 2025 and 2030, the market will want hybrids. Hybrids. Yep. So let's just have a look at Norway. How many of the cars being sold in Norway right now are hybrids? Right? You tell me what the numbers are. Well, I'll tell you right now, 90% of cars sold last month in Norway were fully electric in 2021. And now Toyota thinks that in 2026, 27, 28, 29, and 30, they should focus on building hybrid vehicles and not on electric cars because they won't have enough batteries. Are Toyota really planning for the future? I'm skeptical. Now, the Japanese manufacturer notes that so far it has sold more than 18.7 million electrified vehicles. Obviously, those are hybrids, including 4.5 million in the United States. So, a bit of false advertising by Toyota here. They're trying to say in this press release that they've sold, literally, this is what they said. We've sold 18.7 million electrified vehicles. So, they're trying to make it look like they're hoping that CNBC and all these major news outlets will say, Toyota have sold 18.7 million electrified vehicles. Isn't that wonderful? They're so green. They don't plan on making electric vehicles. They plan on making hybrids. So green. What? Hang on. Not green. Currently, hybrids stand for nearly 25% of Toyota's US sales volume, which is expected to increase to nearly 70% by 2030. Now, this would answer why the company has to address the supply chain issue. However, let's just look at these facts here. Toyota says that its sales of hybrids in 2030 in America will be 70%. So in other words, at least 70% of its cars being sold in America in 2030 will be hybrids. Yeah. Do you think that people will want a hybrid if they can get a pure electric car for the same price that has a good range? They most certainly will be able to. That's a question worth asking. Now, the number of xEV models globally is poised to increase from 55 today to 70 by 2025, including 15 all-electric cars, out of which 7 to be Toyota BZ. Beyond zero models, the first BZ model will be the Toyota BZ4X. Now, do you think it's a good strategy for Toyota to make 70 different hybrids? 70 different hybrids. Is it a good strategy? Think about the tooling involved to make different body shapes. Think about the tooling involved just to make different cars, all the different parts you need. Sure, you can have some parts that maybe the platform will be the same, but you still need to change a number of things to have a different vehicle. They're saying 70 different models. Personally, I think this is a big mistake, and it doesn't matter who does this. I've criticized many companies making this decision to have so many models that, imagine if you're a customer, you walk into a Toyota dealership and you say, I want to buy a car, and they say, well, we have 70 different hybrids. Which one would you like? What would you say? I can't imagine even the most decisive person being decisive in that situation. By 2030, Toyota would like to sell 2 million BEVs and hybrids globally. 2 million hybrids. In the US, there is a plan for 1.5 to 1.8 million xEVs or hybrids annually, but no data about BEVs. Well, that's fair enough. Toyota don't have a lot of plan for electric vehicles for the future. They think that they're going to be niche models, so I understand there. While I appreciate the investment they're making into electrification, I wonder whether it will be enough, as the world appears to be shifting rapidly towards all-electric cars. Sales of all-electric cars are exploding all over Europe. Ted Ogawa, Chief Executive Officer of Toyota Motor North America, said, Toyota's commitment to electrification is about achieving long-term sustainability for the environment, American jobs, and consumers. This investment will help usher in more affordable electrified vehicles for United States consumers, significantly reduce carbon emissions, and importantly, create even more American jobs tied to the future of mobility. Let's add some context. By 2030, Toyota would like to sell 2 million hybrid vehicles and electric vehicles combined globally. By 2030, Tesla would like to annually sell 20 million electric vehicles globally. Which company do you think will succeed? Thank you for watching the video. Thanks for subscribing, liking, and just staying awesome. Have a great day, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.